Alright, so yo, welcome back to Tales of Art, and if you're enjoying the video, make sure you like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. But anyways, back to some Mabinogi Astrologer, or whatever it's gonna be called. So, I gathered a branch, which is so messed up. You know when I was gathering the apple, and I got branches, like, earlier in this quest line? Well, I started hitting this branch, I was like, yeah, branch will be easy. It's not an apple. I get like 5 apples. And then eventually I finally got branches and then more apples. I was like, what's the RNG for this? It's so weird. When I want an apple, I get branch. When I get a branch, I get apples. What's this? Monster Hunter Desire? The Desire system meter or whatever? When they know you're trying to farm for that Rathalos heart? Or Rathian heart? Or was it Flame Sack? I forgot, was it? Whatever, here's your thing. Thanks for bringing those. You're a real lifesaver. Oh, I can see them steam really rising up from where Neil is now. That must mean his fish feast is almost ready. I never tried steaming rainbow trout, so I'm not sure how it tastes. It was freshly caught, at least, so at least it has that going for it. What's with the sudden meekness? It's like whenever you're actually on a roll, that's where your confidence dries up. I don't get it. Well, I just don't want to get anyone's hopes up, I guess. I know the feeling. You kind of downplay it, so if you mess up, you don't have to feel bad about it. Like, I'm playing not Destiny, Final Fantasy 14 right now, and I'm trying out a healer. I'm like, hey guys, I am new. I have no idea what I'm doing. I paid to level up, to skip levels. And then people usually get mad at me for saying like, oh, how dare you skip level? How dare you pay to skip the story? This game, look, I don't give a shit. So I tell them that. That way, their expectation from me when we wipe is not as bad as when if I told them, hey, I've been playing for like 60 days worth of game time. So yeah, it's just how it is. You kind of want to soften the blow if it doesn't go well. Come on, Ursula, you better dig in before it gets cold. Dig in. Sure looks tasty. Hey Ursula, let's sit by the campfire. You enjoy a hearty helping of steamed rainbow trout as you relax at the campfire. Oh, I got all the skills again. Okay, so a tie, binding here, and twist the around. What are you doing? Making an offering with the branches you brought me. At the end of our pilgrimage, we will arrive at the place sacred to our clan, the Land of Starlight. There we'll build an altar that makes an offering to the stars. The Land of Starlight is said to be the place where our ancient ancestor first heard the whisper of the stars. In commemoration of our history and as a show of gratitude, Astrologers who have reached the time of awakening are sent to offer a tribute to the heavens there. I don't know how much truth there is to that old sword, but it makes for an interesting tale, doesn't it? Would you like to try making one yourself? You need to bind the branches in a gentle curve. So it takes a little financially? I don't know. So you grab parts here, then take the other part, and I didn't realize how late it got. Perhaps we ought to get some sleep. I'll go and make one last sweep at the area before turning in. Okay, we'll keep working on the offering. You continue working on the branch, bonding with Delana as you try to make a quality offering. Yeah, I didn't think the supremely talented Malaysian would struggle with arts and craft. Of all things, though, now that I give mine's another look. I probably should pull it apart and start from scratch. Well, it is my first try. No need to be ashamed. I'm glad I get to see another side of you like this in conversation. Taking the clumsily assembled offering in hand, Delaney begins to fix it. But as she seems close to finishing, she stops and turns her gaze upward, skyward. Hey, so there's something I've been wanting to talk to you about. Now seems like a good time, but is it okay with you? What is it? What? Well, you know that earlier in the episode when she was like, oh, I checked Ursula's possibility, his potential and all that, and then Neil was like, hey, you shouldn't do that without asking people for permission. She probably saw something she shouldn't have, or deaf or something. You already know my situation is kind of out of the ordinary. Most people tend to associate being alive with having a physical body. I would disagree. Because we have spirits, and then we have blonde. So no, that's most people. I know I exist, of course, and growing up, no one ever really gave me reason to doubt that. Using them as an example, I learned how to act, and by being like them, I was able to live a pretty normal life. And things went on like that right up until the point where I met people who couldn't see me. In time, it dawned on me that there are far more people in the world who can't see me than people who can. Shook me to my core in a way that's hard to even describe. After a while, I began spending more and more time studying the stars, hoping to discover some way I could gain a tangible form. But even after days, weeks, and years of searching, I'm no closer to an answer than I was when I started. I'm afraid, Ursula, afraid that maybe there's no way someone like me could ever become more than an apparition, doomed to go unseen forever. Sometimes I wonder whether everything I've done trying to reach the goal has been pointless. For all I know, I could just fade away tomorrow, vanishing as though I never existed. At any time, I might disappear without understanding how or why. I can always feel the vibrant vitality in the bodies of the people I meet. People don't think about having a body in the same way they usually don't consciously think about breathing. But knowing that makes it all the more frustrating that something so elementary is beyond my reach. Poor her. Well, I don't think did marriage blonde in? I feel like there was at some point, right? I shouldn't be dwelling on this. The chief always told me, keep your eyes on what's ahead, Delaney. Don't let worries or doubt cloud your sight, lest you wander from the path. Well, you know how it goes, easier said than done. But yeah. Sorry if that got kind of depressing, but thank you for listening. It's been weighing on me more than ever lately, and it feels good to be able to tell someone about it. You have Neil, though. I mean, of course there's Neil, but we grew up together. Sometimes it's hard to tell people you're closest to what's really bothering you, you know? And more than that, Neil is fresh in blood. He doesn't really understand my struggle. Aw. Should trust your brother more. Listen quietly as Stanley confides in you, then wraps a blanket around yourself as you fall asleep. Your eye flicker and you slowly awaken. How long were you out? It's difficult to tell, but you feel a hand on your arm. Someone is trying to rouse you. Sorry to wake you up like this, but this is an emergency. I think something happened to Delaney. I got a bad feeling about this. I'm going to head to the Stellar Citadel right away, but could you come with me? I just don't know what I'll find there. When things like this will happen before, the chief will always be around to help. But there's no time for hesitation. The longer we stand around talking, the more likely Delaney could be. Are you ready? Let's go. Head to Stellar Citadel. Oh, she's feeling depressed. Since this is her mind zone. Oh, never mind. There's an invading force. Delaney, what's happening to you? Ask about the strange things. Those are Delaney's negative thoughts given form. Okay, yeah, so it's her mind palace. Kind of like that, how it works. The Stellar Citadel is a space under Delaney's control, and here she can manifest whatever her mind can conjure up. The problem with that is if her awareness lapses, if the lines between the real and the imagined grows too blurred, anything that pops into her head can take tangible shape. No matter how feasible it might be in the outside world. That's why our chief has always urged her to strengthen her mental acuity, but right now, I think the best thing we could do is snap her out of it. While I try to wake her up, can you get rid of all those negative thoughts? Still have the sci-fi gave you, right? Operations like these can only be purged with stellar energy, and you need the proper weapon to put everything you learn about battle astrology to use. Delaney is counting on you, and so am I. I kind of feel like the music would drop, so I was listening. I like the piano part. Alright. So what does this skill do? Is it like a range? Oh, it's like a range smash. That's cool. Alright, what's this? Oh, this enter does more damage. Oh, you get a sword beam? Oh, that's sick. Reminds me of, what is it, Dragon Nest with the Moon Lord? Alright, what's this one? Oh, it's the chain thing. All right, what's AOE? I don't know what that does. Okay. Oh, the Sakura Abyss. What? I think the sword beam's the coolest. AoE. Whatever this does. Oh, it's teleport? Eh. What? Oh. Okay. Although all the negative thoughts have been impunged, Danny hasn't recovered. Come on, Danny, get a hold of yourself. You're not just going to curl up in the corner and let those things have to run the place, are you? Don't you remember we're on our pilgrimage together? We even met Ursula, just like you've been looking forward to. Oh God, she looks so broken there. Danny, can you hear me? Depression hits hard, huh? Our pilgrimage. We were going together on our way to, what was it we were hoping to find? Ursula? Huh? What are you two doing here? Shouldn't you still be asleep? At least you're back to yourself, Danley. You can't be doing that when the chief isn't here to step in. If Ursula hadn't been here to help me, I don't know if I would have been able to wake you up. Wait, that means the negative thoughts flowed out again, didn't they? That's how she is feeling. I'm sorry you had to get involved. I never wanted you to see that shameful part of me. Well, at least the worst is the past. But you should take this opportunity to rest and calm yourself, just like the chief taught you. The less we see of those operations, the better. Right now, your mental fortitude is flagging. If you don't bolster it, those worries and fears you have will start seeping through the cracks again. Okay. How are you feeling? If you're in bad shape, I could contact the chief. No, I think the worst is the past. Besides, I have to be able to shoulder this much. Ursula, will you be okay with going back to camp on your own? Danny is awake now, but I think it's probably best if she takes some time to recover before heading back. Understood. I know you're worried, but thankfully the worst is the past. She gotten through this before, and this time will be no different. I'm glad you're here to help us. We'll catch up to you soon. End conversation. You leave the cellar to give Danny the peace and quiet she needs to cooperate. Alright. Faces of the Moon. Oh, ask how she is feeling. Right, I appreciate the support. You know, this doesn't usually happen, but I noticed that when you're around, I kind of, how do I put this? That's I sort of feel confused. If that makes sense. I know what I'm working towards is way more of a marathon than a sprint, and I shouldn't feel the need to rush, but this desire I have to start living a normal life as soon as possible keeps barging its way into my mind, and lately, I feel like it's more pressing than ever. Some days I can hardly focus on anything. Not that I'm saying it's your fault, honestly. Spending time with you, I feel more hopeful than I have in a long time. After everything we talked about, I realized that my future has plenty of potential. That's why I decided I'm not going to try and rush things. Deep down, I know that the more I do, the further I'll get from my goals. But big things are worth the wait, right? I will cheer you on. I'm grateful that you're sticking with us all the way to the end of our journey. That gives me the confidence to stay strong. Deline's smile is hopeful but conscious, and it seems clear she means to reassure you. Perhaps what happened last night served as a sort of catalyst that allowed Delaney to realize something that, until now, had eluded her. Okay, we got the moon. So I'm assuming we're just gathering tarot cards? You learn gravity well. Oh, we got more. Orbital pulse, starlit veil, gravity well. What any of these do? I don't know. A story writ in starlight. Does she seem okay to you? She was looking anxious, but I think that was just because of whatever she wanted to talk to you about. That's how he is feeling. I'm a bit tired. I haven't actually been sleeping that much, but the pilgrimage is almost over, so I think I should just try to power through. No, I think you should get some rest, man. That's how most death happens if you're not prepared. It's like that one kid from the, was it Goblin Slayer or something? Brought a long ass sword. They didn't carry no effing potions. Why? That's an idiot move. Bring potions, healers. You should always be prepared. When things get tough, bomb it. How about you? Our next stop is, let me see, it's called Teltian. Turn, that's where the chief mysterious friend lives, right? Oh, is he talking about the spirit guy? I forgot his name. Right, yeah, I forgot to mention we're supposed to meet some friend of the chief and deliver a letter. Hope the place isn't too big, though, because she never told us where to look for him. She? Oh. Ooh, who's this cute chief? Oh, that's a cute face, pouty face. She just said we'll see him there. It's not like her to forget that. Or maybe he's also an astrologer, then he'll know we were coming. Never actually met an astrologer who wasn't from our clan. It's probably, he's just a druid. There are many out there, I wonder what they're like. Well, I guess we have to see when we get there. Are you ready, Ursuf? I am ready. I'm almost done packing. Can you help me check things that I haven't forgotten anything? After cleaning up the camp, you leave for Toltien. Whoa, check out the walls. It's so tall. So this is Toltien. It's way bigger than I imagined. Well, at least the wall is. I read that there's a royal guard station here, so maybe that's why they need such a big one. Maybe, but it does strike me as a bit excessive. There's only so much wall can block after all. I had a premonition this morning that good times will arrive today, and here you are standing. What do you think of the city? It must be quite fascinating to see with your own eyes, a place you only ever read about in books. The old guy, right? The druid? Yep. Wait, is that him? Damn, I haven't played in a while. I forgot how he looks like. Yeah, Birch. You're Birch, right? I do have a letter from our chief. You catch on quickly, don't you? Yes, that's me. It's been a while since I last received a letter from Erenhod. Damn, they have a sick-ass name. Oh, well, she has a sick-ass name. You remind me of her somehow. Here's the letter. Let's see now. Erenhod must be getting soft in her old age. Oh, I wonder what she wrote. I should go peek. No, you just get us in trouble. Don't worry, did you forget he can't see me? Of course he can. Or can he? That was just a coincidence, right? So the pair of eyes has finally manifested again. So they're like the chosen one. Incredible, how long has it been since the last star sage appeared? Long enough that I feel old thinking about it, I say. And in young folks like you, a few words of advice if I may. With your gift, I'm sure you'll see things that confuse you. But you have many people around you that can guide you. Erenhod and your Malaysian friend, for example. Don't be afraid to lean on them. I see you're already well on your way to learning the mysteries of astrology. So I should bid you exercise caution. The potential you embody makes it more likely you see something dangerous. Always remember that what you see is merely a possibility. Future does not have a set shape until the moment it becomes the present. And much more harm can come from taking what you see as some sort of inedible destiny. And do not tell others what you've seen unless you're certain they must know. Those who speak of the future likely seldom see it come to pass. Above all, never forget that what we think of the future is a numberless thing, hazy and malleable. What one sees in the stars are a glimpse of the path that the future may take. Well, I'm sure you heard that many times before. Yes, did you want to send a message to the chief? A letter maybe, or something you'd like for me to record in a memory thread? No need. After all the years I've known her, I'm sure she won't be expecting a reply. Have I confused you? Don't worry too much about anything I said. You have plenty of time to consider it all. After all, the eye of potentiality is granted for a reason, isn't it? Since you made it to Toltien, your pilgrimage must be nearing its end. No matter how long the night, the morning is always sure to follow. Let's see, it's been a while since I had to recall the traditional astrologer words. A farewell. How did it go again? That's right. May the light of the stars illuminate your way. That's the one. Thank you. May stars ever illuminate your way. Fucking Jedis over here. May the force be with you. First depart, a vague hint of smile playing upon his lips. What an odd fellow. It makes sense that he be friends with the chief though. The way he talks in riddles. The stuff he was trying to tell us, it seems pretty important to him. You don't think he can see it too, do you? Yes, that's just druids. They're always going on about things they only understand. It's like they think no one will listen to them if they explain themselves clearly. Actually, I kept getting the feeling that he could see Delana too. Ursula, what do you think? He probably did. Nah, no way. She probably just wrote about me in the letter. Knowing her, it was all about my many faults, so that's why he felt like he needed to instruct us. You really think so? I mean, maybe. Maybe it's just to remind me of the chief, but I really feel like he might have known. Feels like every time he looked at me, he was seeing straight into my soul. Wait, is this how outsiders feel when we do reading for them? If he could see me, then why was he ignoring me? I really can't stand druids. Sure, he had his reason. Probably, anyways, we delivered the letter, so it's time to go to the Land of Starlight. Did you just say Land of Starlight? Yes, that's right. It's just the last stop on our pilgrimage. Oh, and with that, is there anything more? Yeah. There's a lot of reading and less things to do, which is different from the other ones, really. I felt like the other ones in between stuff, we had like combat and stuff, but those are really more straightforward and try and get you the skills and teach you. The story wasn't really that great in some of those, if I had to say. A good balance between the two would be nice. But anyways, thanks for watching. Love you guys, stay safe, and I'll see you next time.